Welcome today to Mildhighradio, your newest podcast till we not. Today we're going to cover why and how to start a business. But we're going to do it simple, then we're going to break it down to 2 different episodes. We're going to do one on the why, which is the mentality, and then we're going to do on the necessary steps to start the business, like your name, whether a DBA, LLC, corporation, so forth and so on. Stay tuned. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Nelson Mandela. So I start first by asking you, why do you want to start a business? I start with this because this is a frequent question I'm asked. I also had to ask myself this question many times. Why do I want to start a business? Why do you want to start a business? Most people, I bet, said out loud to themselves, for the money. See, others, though, want to start a business to make it out, to overcome the 9-to-5 struggles, to better themselves and or their lives. Of course, wealth might be obtained from your business, but is that all it's worth? You could start a business today, generate some money. Let's say the first year you up 100 million. History shows you could be bankrupt by next year. So you actually got what you wanted, but is that all it was worth? Was that the reason you worked day and night to build this business? Every day you studying, coding, you putting your all into this business, and this is all that it amounted to? Nah. I started my own business, one, to make it out the hood, the struggle, and I got tired and mad and knew that no matter what, I was going to do something different. And I did. And shit, I ain't make no 100 million in a year. I'm still struggling. But no, see, I started an LLC off the passion and things I liked in life. And now 3 years later of research, applying and taking losses and failures upon failures, I can stand and say that I do have a business and we are generating money, and it's exciting to have, let's say, the freedom to do what I want as I please. And that's a good feeling. When you running the show, when you doing something that you love and you happy to wake up to and go to, that was another reason that made me like, yo, I'm about to start doing my own thing, and I'm gonna do it 100% legit, because all it is waking up in the morning, getting on the bus, or gotta heat the car up to get to work, and now I gotta wait 2-3 weeks to get my money. Nah, that becomes another stress that you gotta deal with the already regular everyday to day living of life. And let's not even get into this new pandemic life we living in 2020 going into 21. So that's step 1. Step 2 is how to start a business. First, you research what you want to do, and then you come up with a name. Then you have the option to either DBA the name, or you could go straight into a corporation, which is 2 different things. A DBA is basically you setting the paperwork and finding a name for your business. DBA stands for doing business as, or it's a trade name or fictitious name. A DBA is basically the beginner step to yourself and other people in the world that you are seriously about to start a business. The next step you have, or the next option that you have, is LLC, S corporation, or C corporation. Those go into different magnitudes of business and tax brackets and paperwork. The 3 business structures have different benefits, but for people just starting out, the easier one of the 3 for me would be, and my advice, would be an LLC, a limited liability corporation. The process to start is simpler than an S corporation or a C corporation. And also, with starting an LLC or other corporate entities, you have to invest a little bit of money now. To do it yourself, it would be cheaper and offer you the knowledge of knowing all aspects of your business. Or you could have other companies and lawyers to do it for you, but then you will have to pay a higher fee. The process to start an LLC versus an S Corp is easier and cheaper doing it yourself. And if you're filing in New York State, where I live, altogether it's around like $400 versus a S or C corporation, and the paperwork process is going to run you to about $700 to $800 into the thousands, depending on the complexity of your business or what you're trying to do. So I started an LLC, a limited liability corporation. The paperwork procedure is somewhat straightforward, and I'm a single member LLC, because now you can have single member LLCs and multiple member LLCs. That's like if you want to do it by yourself, or you want to do it with your friends or family or other people and partners. But that's another episode we would get into too. We will also get into the benefits of each different corporate entity, from the LLC, S corporation, to the C corporation, another episode. But like I said, for me, the process for the LLC will be easier, and the paperwork process for the LLC is a little bit more easier to record for your bookkeepings. Because if you're just starting out by yourself, they have what you could file under LLC sole proprietor tax write-offs, tax filings. So when you go file your taxes and all of that, you will file under self-employed, and it is a whole bunch of easier documentation, especially if you have kept your receipts. But I'm not going to drag it out because we already a little bit got deep into it. Thank you for tuning in to Mildhighradio. Coming up, we got Motivation Tuesday, and like I said, we just starting out. I'm doing this for the fans. Thank you for tuning in to Mildhighradio, your newest urban black podcast till we not. Thank you.